Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever daily design vlog. So this is a series I will start making, which is like I will design a poster mostly every day, or a poster or an illustration, and I will share the process with you while vlogging it, my decisions and what I'm doing. And this is also a way for me to create some consistency on this channel, because sometimes I have something to share with you, like, oh, I've discovered this cool technique called to make rocks in Illustrator. That would be a cool tutorial, but sometimes I don't have anything like new to share, like, oh, this new technique. Sometimes I go like weeks without any new techniques to share with you. And the way I was thinking, maybe like to keep some consistency and keep me doing these videos every day, I will just start a daily design vlog thing. It's mostly inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Casey Neistat. I used to watch his daily vlog every day and it was so entertaining, and maybe I could do something like that in design. I don't know, maybe I can. I will just try to make a few of them. If it goes well, I will continue. If not, I will just keep doing my normal tutorials. And yeah, so daily design vlog 001, the pilot. Cool, I will just create a new document. So I'm gonna use a 1700, 2400 as always, and then I'm gonna name this daily design vlog. I'm probably pushing this, trying to make it every day, because I don't have like, I will have a lot of breaks, even more now. It's Christmas time almost, so I will try to make it. I will try to have a daily design vlog every day and just documenting what I'm doing, because I do design every day. I do, like, even sometimes it's not something really nice, like just like a bunch of typography together. I do something every day normally, so maybe I should just document that, share with you my thinking process, and I don't know, maybe you can learn something from there. Maybe you can be entertained by me talking to you and sharing my design decisions. And sometimes I can just talk a little bit about my career, my life, and my clients and the things I do. Yeah. So, daily design vlog 001, let's start. Create. Amazing. Let's just close that old one. So, cool. So, I don't know what to start to. Let's just start with this ellipse tool. I'm gonna make a nice ellipse. Maybe gonna make it, just trying to make it like a nice orange color. And perfect. And then, of course, I'm gonna make it 3D, because why not? Extrude and bevel classic. I've been thinking about this concept of balance a lot, because sometimes it's just like how does balance work in the world. Like sometimes things are very organic, like in nature, but they still there's a sense of really nice balance, and there, when there is unbalance, there is tragedy or something like that. I don't know, I just been I do have one of my secrets about creativity. I have this not secrets. I learned this thing from musicians, which is this. Let's just grab a box. Okay. So one day I will share my office here. It's such a mess, my office right now, and I still under construction. So that's why I don't share much. But I discovered this thing named oblique strategies. And it's a bunch of cards that have like random words on it, and that musicians use for their creative process. So I discovered this and actually applied them to my design process. And sometimes I just go open the box with the cards in, and then I just choose a card randomly, just like mix them, as you can hear probably. And then I just choose a card, and then sometimes the card says, look closely at the most embarrassing details and amplify them. And then if that card doesn't make any sense, so let's try it again until I find a card that makes some sense. And I try to do that every day. And today the card that came out was like, look for a sense of balance. And I was just like, hey, maybe that's a good way to do something today. And yeah, I will make a video about this. I promise you, about the way I keep myself creative, like creatively working, and because it's really important. It's like a muscle. If we stop doing it, it kind of gets harder when you need to do it. So that's why I try to make something, even if it's not very good. I try to make something every day, and like 95% of the time I never share anything what I do, or I keep it as a secret in the secret channel, or like not even a secret channel. I don't have any other. I have another channel, but I don't even post anything there. Just keep it like deleted, or just, you know, I'm so embarrassed that I don't want to see it again. Anyway, back to my 3D cylinder here. So I have one here. Maybe actually I'm gonna change this perspective. So I woke up with that thing of the sense of balance. I wanted to do something around it, about balance, and how can we maybe use it or break it. Sometimes breaking the rules, it's the way to make new things. Just like, you know, there is a rule about balance, let's break it, let's make unbalance, and that will be the new thing. I'm just trying to make this look nice. Cool, gonna make a few copies now. When in doubt, I resource a lot to repetition. So I keep repeating elements and try to make a nice composition with those elements instead of creating new elements if I'm like a little bit lost what I'm doing, which is most of the time, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, lost that. Let's just go to undo cut and just make this one here. Actually, I've tried to distort this. So what I've done here was just like, I feel this is a little bit too perfect because it's a perfect circle, right? So I was thinking, what happens if I actually distort this circle to make something more oval and a little bit more interesting. That's why I'm looking for, to make this a little bit more interesting, something like this. Maybe not really happy with that. This is actually cool. I can just play with the rotation here, but then maybe I'll make this a little bit more skewed. Yeah, something like that. New copy. I'm gonna make a few copies. I want to use the word balance, so I probably will need like up to 7 copies of this thing, and then I will try to put the letters in on each of the faces, something like that. And yeah, so today I published on my Skillshare. I have a Skillshare account where I do some classes. Used to do some classes there, which is basically tutorials like this one. And I published about this channel, and I got a few more subscribers, which was really cool. Yeah, I stopped doing Skillshare because it's like doing a tutorial on Skillshare. It takes 5 times more work than doing a tutorial on YouTube. You need to do a lot of writing. You need to do these very specific things they want, and sometimes I think it's necessary, of course, as a platform it is, but sometimes I feel like what I'm sharing, it's just such a quick thing that I rather have it distributed as quick as I can on YouTube, and then don't lose that that flow, because sometimes it's so much work, not so much work, it's like it's so many more steps that it kind of breaks your flow of work to do those classes. And sometimes I just start and then don't finish because then I don't have the brain power to finish it. I don't know. And sometimes I'm really busy, and this YouTube thing, sometimes I make them in like a couple of hours, 3 hours, and it's done and I can move on to the next thing. Skillshare classes takes me like at least 10 to 15 hours easily. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. And that's why actually YouTube was really nice, because I can just like, I can in one day start something and finish in the same day sometimes. And that's really nice to achieve something really quick. And if you don't have many views, at least you didn't spend like 30 hours doing it. Sometimes on Skillshare that can happen. You can spend like 30 hours doing it and then no one watches it, or Skillshare doesn't promote it as much, and it's quite like, it's like feeling like, oh my god, I put like a week of work in that and it didn't went as my expectations were. YouTube, like I just do it. It's just the love of doing it. And nice. Okay, so I'm just making copies here. Sorry, I'm just blabbing around Skillshare, which is a nice, really nice platform. I will highly recommend. There is amazing teachers there. I just think sometimes my content is probably better in somewhere else. And Skillshare, I want to do content for that, but I think I will start to make a little bit more long length content for there. Like this vlog content will definitely not work on Skillshare because it makes no sense there. That's a platform for courses, not a platform for, you know, like random creators documenting their process and their designs like I'm doing right now. Cool, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Cool. I know how to count, trust me. So I'm just gonna make, no, I'm not gonna put the words yet. Just going to make this look nice. So I'm gonna just expand this really quick. So I want to add some colors, and I also want to collapse these lines here. So I'm just gonna select this twice, select this one, and then I'm gonna use a Pathfinder tool to connect them all. Because of course I'm gonna put some gradients in it. And just double click it. It is locked. Yeah, it's locked. So I'll really, I don't know if you know this, but if you select like a shape and then you press Ctrl or Command 2, it locks a layer, which is really nice. It's really easy if you have like multiple layers and then you're always selecting that specific layer that you don't want to. Just lock it and then right click over it and then you can unlock it. It's a little productivity tip for Illustrator. I didn't expand this one. I was thinking I did expand every... No, man, not this one. Oh, because it was locked. Okay. Cool. Let's go. It's expanded now. So as you can see, I love Adobe Illustrator. I do everything in Illustrator. And I don't know, I think it was because it was my first software I ever had when I was a teenager. You know, like people get like copies of Photoshop and stuff like that. And they do like photo montages and they do like all these amazing things in Photoshop when we were like really young. I never had a copy of Photoshop. So, and then I met this guy once. He was a friend of a friend. No, he was the dad of a friend, something like that. And then one day I went to that kid's house and then his dad was there. And then I saw he has like a Macintosh, like a Mac. And then was like, oh my god, that's a really nice computer, blah, blah, blah. And then like, and then I knew I was probably like 14 at that time. And then I told him like, oh, I really want to buy one of those one day, have like a Mac. And then yeah, I kept in touch with that guy. He was a publisher, like he used to design books, stuff like pages, and he used to use Macs for that. And then somehow I convinced my mother to buy me a Mac when I was really young. I think what convinced my mother to buy me a Mac, it was when she discovered I actually couldn't have games on it. Because all my friends had like computer with games, and I had a computer with the games. But then she was like, oh, you can't have games on Mac. I will get you one. So I got a Mac, and then I ended up on that house again somehow. And then I was talking to the guy, oh, actually I got a Mac now. And then he was like, what are you doing on your Mac? And I was just like, just this and that, you know. Like I was downloading like some weird softwares for design and tried to make like nice drawings on it. And then he had like, oh, I have a copy of this software here if you want. I can borrow you. And it wasn't actually an original copy of Adobe Illustrator in the CD. And yeah, since 14 I probably been using Adobe Illustrator. So it's been 15 years now. Yeah, long time. And I'm still not good at it. No, I'm pretty confident, but you know, it's just a tool in the end of the day. I'm just gonna group this and just align it really quick. And ungroup it. I'm not gonna apply some colors, just gonna ungroup everything actually, so I can select quicker. Is this one grouped? Not yet. Cool, ungroup it. And ungroup it. I wish I had access to my old stuff, the stuff I started doing when I was using Adobe Illustrator for the first time. It was really fun. I still have that Mac. I actually wanted to make a video about it because it's like an iBook G4. It's a very, very old Mac. I think my mom bought it in the 2000s, so it's like a 22-year-old Mac, and it actually still turn on. So that's a part of Macintosh. Although they're crazy expensive, I just don't understand why. And it's like, I was only able to buy a proper Mac when I started working. Before that, I just had my mom bought that Mac and that was it. It wasn't very a very accessible thing. Loads of kids had Macs in my school though. I could never understand that. They will have these amazing MacBook Pros, and they were crazy expensive. And they were just carrying these MacBook Pros in their laps. It was really cool though. Now I'm gonna make this really dark. And yeah, just gonna copy the gradient. And cool. Yeah, we used to see and then I used to dream about it, oh, one day I will have a MacBook Pro like that. It will be really cool. I'm gonna make amazing designs. It's interesting. Now I have a few of them. Not a few. At the moment I think I have two MacBook Pros. Yeah. Because what I do, I don't need too much. Of course I need power, but the power of a MacBook Pro, it's enough for what I do. So I have I have a M1. Which one is this one? About system settings. How do I see this? About this Mac. Yeah, so I have one MacBook Pro 16-inch 2021, Apple M1 Pro 32 gigs. It's really nice. It's pretty powerful. Does the job. And then for my screen, I got a LG 4K screen, which is really cool as well. It's a really nice screen. It's not the screen I wanted. Of course I wanted the Mac screens, but they are so crazy expensive. I can't even working now and I actually being able to afford it. I don't know if I want to spend that type of money in a screen. It's this one I got costed me £500 or something, and I still feel it was a lot of money, but the Mac ones, they are thousands. I just don't have the courage for that. Just well, I don't know about spending £2,000 in a screen. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather go on a holiday. I think because the function is it's pretty much aesthetic in the end of the day. It doesn't do anything different from this besides being properly a little bit better colors. And yeah, I don't know, people, I love it. I'm really jealous when I see people with it, of course, but because I wanted it. But I don't know, maybe I don't do enough money yet to be able to afford that type of stuff. Maybe if one day I can make any money on YouTube, I'll probably buy one. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll just use my nice screen. I like it. It's pretty nice. Can't complain, actually. And yeah, Cool. I really like this already. It's looking 1, 2, 7, right? Yeah, 7. Yes. I feel like I need a little bit more definition in these parts of the design. Maybe I will just start adding like some sort of line. Did I move this? It feels like odd. No, looks like right. So I'm gonna just duplicate this one. Actually, just no. If I just duplicate this, Command C, Command F, paste in place, and then I'm gonna transform it, scale it down 90%. Not so we can actually have a little bit of differentiation there. Maybe I will move this one down. We're gonna do the same thing here. Transform, scale 90%. And no, actually no, just do this one. This is working okay there. Same thing here. Transform, scale 90%. Well, I'm not gonna repeat this again, 90%, but and yeah, what do you use? Do you use Mac or PC? Or actually, not gonna lie, I probably shouldn't to say this too, because all the Mac lovers, I am planning to buy a PC next year. I do want a PC, not for gaming. Not I have mostly like for 3D. I really want to. So I do know 3D. I did 3D in the past. I ended up doing more 2D stuff because I ended up thinking it was quicker to achieve nice things, and I don't know, I never worked in projects that I needed to do 3D that much, and every time I worked in companies they already had like 3D guys, and the 3D guys, they couldn't do what I do, so I ended up doing what I do, and they did what they do. So yeah, but I really want to be able to actually explore a little bit more 3D in my work. Not for professionally, but just my personal work. And I tried to do that on this Mac, which is okay, but I feel if you want to do 3D, you need to be on a PC. And that's why I really want a PC next year. And I just need to wait a little bit, because I'm really worried about this like ominous recession or not, or you know. Yeah, just waiting for it, see what happens. Just a really nice gray background as well. Duplicate this again. I'm gonna add a stroke. Actually, no, I'm gonna duplicate the outside one, transform it, and scale it 95%, and then press OK. Add a stroke. Like this. I really want to add a little bit of more definition there. Yeah, nice. So yeah, back to PCs. Yeah, I do think PCs are like for rendering with those graphic cards things. It's next level. Mac is amazing. I do love Mac, but they are not really good for 3D render. I do know that. I tried to do some Blender tutorials and stuff, and yeah, it was a little bit slow when it was rendering. Working on the software was easy, but then I think when it was like, if you want to render something quick, it probably need a nice graphic card, and you know, stuff like that, technical stuff. Transform it. So what I'm doing now is just adding some detail, just like this. Kind of like this a lot already. Transform, scale, bam bam. Oops, do the last step. Yeah. And yeah, do you do 3D? What do you like more, like 2D stuff? And what's your favorite type of technique? I'm gonna make a couple of the interior ones. I'm gonna apply a black and white gradient, and then I'm gonna apply some noise on it. Yes. Texture grain, and then apply this nice grain. I'm gonna leave the intensity as it is, maybe reduce it a little bit. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make it a multiply. Yeah, multiply, but need to reduce the thing. Reduce the opacity. Cool. And effects, apply grain. Multiply 25. I like to add like a little bit of like nice dusty grain there for some highlights. And again, just gonna do it in one go and then apply the grain in one go. I think it's smarter. And, it is interesting, this journey I'm on right now on this YouTube. Not gonna lie, sometimes I have like this little, I think they, I don't know if they have a name for it, but probably they have like a YouTube crisis, which is like it takes time. It takes your time. You know, your time you could be doing something else and you're not. But and sometimes you create these expectations in your mind, like, oh, I want to grow this and this, and then you don't, and then it can be a little bit frustrating. But in the end of the day, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. And my girlfriend needs to hear these things, because sometimes I'm just like, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I made this tutorial and only like 20 people watched it. Maybe it sucks. It probably does suck, but you know, yeah, that shouldn't be my focus. This is really nice. I like it. Let's just make some spheres, because why not? I like spheres. Everyone likes spheres in design. Let's just make... they need the gradients, don't they? Of course they do. I promise one day I will stop doing gradients. I was just having so much fun doing them. That's why I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy it, because I'm probably pretty sure one day I'll be like, oh, I'm tired of doing gradients. Or people will be like, Jesus, stop doing gradients. And I will continue doing it. And people be annoyed, and I don't know. Yeah, I promise I change a lot. Like I get bored with stuff sometimes, like of techniques and stuff. So then I start doing more typography and then more abstract stuff and things like that. Just make a new copy here. This will be a big one. Maybe it will. Like big boy one there. Maybe not. I don't think it works. I'm just gonna make it there. I'm gonna be, by the way, if you are still watching this video by now, I'm gonna leave the working files in the link on a link in a video description. I think it's video description thing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a link there for the working files. Just gonna make. I think it's very regular. I don't not like it. Maybe I need to break this a little bit. Maybe I'll put this there. This one here. It feels very aligned, and then it doesn't feel, so it doesn't make it very natural, if that makes sense. I do think maybe this one needs to be on the top, and then this one needs to move. Yeah, something like this. I think I've done something like this before. Yeah, probably I'm just like having a flashback of something. Just move this backwards. Nice. Go back. How long is this video already? 30 minutes. Oh my god, if you made this far, thank you so much. At least I hope you're enjoying it. I'm gonna make like a speedy version of it. So... And it's mostly me like talking. I don't know if you like that. I do like just listen to people talking sometimes. Like podcasts. Yeah, podcast is the name of that. When you listen to people talking. Which one is your favorite podcast? Do you have any cool design podcasts you like? I was thinking actually, getting some of my friends and interview them, and then make like a little podcast series here as well with my friends, and just listen to them and like actually learn a little bit about them. Because sometimes we have friends, but sometimes we have friends. Sometimes with our friends we don't know much about them, and then maybe this is a good way to like why they are designers. I never ask anyone, why do you decide to be a designer? Maybe I should ask those things. I'm actually not sure about these spheres now. Maybe they need a little bit of work. So if I was projecting a shadow here, maybe I will project from this side because it's very bright. Yeah, maybe I will just do a shadow. Some sort of shadow happening here, make it black, and then apply a blur. Gaussian blur. The Gaussian blur in Illustrator is not very good. It's just because it creates this box when you go very far. I don't know, in Photoshop it does that, but I don't like it when it does that. And then I'm gonna make this overlay. No, multiply then 25%, maybe 50% actually. Yes, it does look nicer. And same thing for here. Will be all the shadows coming from the same side, yes, like that. Just gonna lock it, move this shadow, make it shorter, and maybe even a little bit darker because it's under that thing there. It probably will be a little bit darker and closer. Yeah, something like this. Oh, this one will be tricky because we probably will be pretty much under this. Move it backwards, and then I'm gonna make it scale it down like that, and darker for sure, maybe 75, and slimmer. Yeah, something like this, and then this one here, something like this. I hope you enjoy these longer videos. Like, I think they're more realistic because you see, oh my god, I lost a shadow there. You see a little bit of the process rather than just like how to do this and that. It's just much longer, but they probably learn more because then we learn a little bit how I think, I guess. It's probably even like this actually. Yeah, something more or less like this. And I'm just gonna make that one there like this, and and this one will be almost the same as that one, maybe a little bit bigger. There's the biggest sphere. Just send it back. Cool. No, I think it's in front still. Where is it? Oh, lost it. There. And this one here, gonna make it go backwards as well. Nice. I just like feeling I'm not really up with these colors anymore, but you know, I think it's too late if I try to change the colors. But I like it. Let's just write something now. Let's just do balance. That's the entire concept of this one. And then I'm gonna use a nice font. Oh, Anisette is a really nice font for this. Maybe I could let's just create outlines and then ungroup this. I'm just going to put the A here, the L here, A here again, and C, E. Balance. Should I play with scales on the letters? No, maybe all the same size. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, really like it, really good result. Probably I'm like, oh no, of course you like it, you're doing it. No, sincerely, if I saw this, I would like, oh, that's cool. Yes, balance, cool. I'm just gonna move it here. Just trying to even maybe play a little bit with the it maybe is behind that thing there. Let's just move the layer. Yeah, so it has a little bit of more like, oh, it's actually behind something. Then hide a little bit of the letter. Give it a little bit more depth. Something like that. Well, the B won't have something to hide without unbalancing everything. Or maybe not. You know, sometimes we try, the N will need to do that for sure. Just moving it. Balance. And then the E. Maybe the C actually needs to go somewhere here. And the A somewhere. No. Somewhere here, and then we need to move the E backwards. Something like this. Please go back. So many layers, it takes so long to travel. And yeah, I think I'm probably gonna stop here. Maybe I'll just add a glow. I like to add like some little, like, I'm just feeling like this is pretty bright as well. Just gonna make another layer, another gradient layer. And then I'm gonna make it a radial one. I'm just gonna change this to be something like this. And then multiply it. And maybe overlay. Let's see how overlay does work. You know, it needs to be multiply. And I just want to dark this part a little bit more, where the shadow is coming from, because otherwise it feels a little bit too bright. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Just going to change this. How does that working? Probably just need to skew this gradient a little bit. Something like that. Then move it. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably want to do this same thing for all the, like, even just like this works really nice. All those other ones. And then change the direction of the gradient if I need to. Nice, to create just like this little nice shadow definition there. Duplicate it, copy the gradient, please. Nice. And same thing here. And same thing here. And same thing here. Nice, it gives like, just double check the timing here. 40 minutes, okay. Yeah, maybe these ones will be pretty long. I'm sorry. Maybe, actually I'm gonna duplicate the gradient again, and then I'm gonna apply a grain. Texture grain. See if it works nicely on these spheres actually. This part of this tutorial will be just me experimenting with stuff, so probably they will be very long. And that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I kinda like this like noisy, but then I don't know about the noise on the background there. Maybe if I just change the noise direction to there. Yeah, because then I have like this nice contrast, like this has noise and this one is doesn't. Because if I have two different noises here, it kind of blends things together. I don't know if I really like that. So I'm gonna apply the noise to all of these ones. 25. No, maybe I actually need to change the gradient there. Oh yeah, it's just a perfect it's just a perfect gradient, isn't it? Let's press G, and then we can just work out where we want the noise to be. Change the noise direction. Did I lock this layer of noise? Yes, I did. Yeah, I want this noise now to be from here. What's going on? Let's just change the noise and then play with this here. Oh. Just move it. Nice. Yeah, it's looking nice. Apply noise here, apply grain. I will just apply the grains and then I will adjust them as I need to. Effects, apply grain. Apply grain. Cool, then I need to change this grain direction to there. Something like this here. Yeah, and then this grain here will just be like that. And then I will just need to change the width of this, maybe. Move it a little bit. Or maybe actually just gonna put this grain there again. Yeah. This one, change the width. Change the gradient direction, sorry, not the width. G. Something like this. Perfect. And this one needs some work as well, I think. I have gradients here, yes. I do have noise here. And this one will be a little bit further. This one a little bit further as well. And just apply the noise here. Just adjust this. Noise actually kind of like this really dark, strong noise, but well, oh, I lost the noise there. I know it's there. I'm just going to make this multiply and then 25. Cool. And even if maybe if I move it a little bit just to make it even a little bit more interesting, maybe. No. Don't know. It kind of gives a nice edge in between the two gradients and then the noise. Maybe I will. Maybe I will move it this a little bit. Just to give it a nice edge there. Like offset it a little bit, which is nice. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Just going to make it a little bit more unique. And balance. Yeah. We should have played with a little bit of the scales of these letters, maybe. No. They look okay, like this. I think I should stop here. I think it's a very long video already, 45 minutes. I know I'm always checking. It's because I want to be sure to not make these like 3-hour-long videos. Burger and bloat. I'm just gonna make it nice. Oops. -100. A really nice, like shiny thing happening here. And then duplicate these effects and apply a blur stylize. Is it in stylize? Where is the blur? Oh, blur. Gaussian blur. And then just select these both. Find an edge, so find a nice edge for it. Yeah, something like this. Just play around with it. Maybe play with scales as well if you are following this. And something like this. Maybe there. Maybe a tiny one in the sphere. It's a very glowy piece of thing, looks like. A lot of shiny things happening. Maybe we'll just make a little sphere here as well, like a little shiny thing here. I'm sorry, sometimes I probably go silent. It's just because I'm thinking and I'm not speaking. Like, must not be very entertaining. Just sit on silence with me moving these things, but I'm make sure to put some music so you don't get very boring. And just like this. Oh, this one has a glow, yeah, nice. Maybe I'll make it smaller. And yeah, what happens if I actually apply glow on these lines as well? Yeah, I kind of like it. It gives a little bit of a glow on it. What happens if I do Gaussian blur? Okay, so this is I just want something more with more definition. Because if you go too further away, it kind of disappears. But like this, yeah, maybe like a 4 pixels glow. Nice, kind of like it. I will apply the glow on these lines as well. I'm just gonna select them all really quick. Effects, apply. I actually need them there as well, so duplicate. Oh no, when I do that, okay, I need to do it individually, because when I duplicate two lines together and then I make a copy, they paste in front of each other, and I don't want that. So I definitely need to do this by hand. Did I do, I don't know, copy here, apply Gaussian blur, another copy here, apply Gaussian blur there, apply Gaussian blur. This is really nice. Like, I didn't I did have a concept in mind, but I didn't know how I want to execute on it. I'm actually really happy with the execution. And like all this glow stuff happening is helping a lot as well. So yeah, I'm thinking what I could do more here, if I should do anything else actually, or just stop here. And maybe I'll make these videos an hour videos or something. And yeah, kind of like this. I was thinking about like maybe distort the type to match the perspective of the object. You know what I mean? Like if I just like, instead of the type floating there, if I actually just put the type like in the same position of the thing, maybe it would help to make it more together. Like if they're like coins, like, and the type is just like some sort of the coin element. It does look like coins though. Now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking I'm making coins. I'm sorry. Those like coins. Maybe I should add a little bit of like a texture, like a side texture. And to rotate, I had a 2 there. Oh no, maybe I'll just do the A this direction because I already have an A in that direction. Of course I deleted the wrong one. It's always... yeah. and then the N, rotate. Okay, let's make it. Nice, 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 nice. Effects, rotate. Again. Balance. Effects, rotate. Just try to make the rotation not be in the same, like facing the same direction, which is cool, just to make some variety. This needs to match a little bit better. This is me just trying to rush now. I'm sorry. And yeah, time. 51 minutes. Okay, I will make this 1 hour. If you're watching this that long, you're not gonna mind watching this a little bit longer. So balance looks really nice. And what else can we add here? Oh, I was talking about adding some textures, like line textures. So I'm gonna make this probably a bit darker maybe. And then I'm going to use my eraser tool just to make some nice, yeah, delete that part. So what I've done, let's just explain to you. So we have this shape here, right? Now let's just delete. I'm gonna just make a copy of this shape, make it darker, and then overlay it. And then using the what's the name? Eraser tool, just gonna make a few lines in this. Oh, it didn't do. Okay, I need to select it and then just make a few lines, deleting it on the same direction, more or less. So then we have this nice effect happening. We can even like just change this color to something else, like maybe make this color this color and then we make this one a darker color. So yeah, and I kind of like the other one. Cool, it looks nice. I'm gonna make the same thing here, make it darker, use the eraser tool to make some nice fine details. Just trying to make it properly. Nice. And same thing here, eraser tool. Oops. Oh, I forgot to make it darker, did I? Yeah. What's going on? Why is it not deleting it? Okay, gonna make a copy again. Oh, there is a shape here though. I don't know what's happening. Make dark this color, I'm sorry. And then duplicate this. Make it dark. Eraser tool. It's not working. I don't know why. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. I will deal with that one later. Eraser tool. Maybe one there. Oh, this one. No, maybe I like it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Same thing here. Like this. Oh, I forgot to select that one. Nice. Also gonna try to, I was thinking about trying to make this like some live videos, so I just don't know how to make it enough to have like people watching it, or what time is the best time, or if I just be live and hope for the best. I don't know yet, need to plan that. Maybe I will do that, well, though, just gonna be live and then randomly then who's watching is watching, if not the video will stay there. Maybe these ones will be a really nice way to have a live stream happening. Just like nice. Oh no, that one was a little bit of trouble. I don't know why. It looks like it's has something. Release clipping mask. Oh, he had a clipping mask happening. And then I'm just going to delete this. Just move it backwards behind the glow. Make a copy. And then eraser tool, make some details. Perfect. It's not very evident, but it's there. And what should I do next? How much time do I still have? 4 minutes. Maybe I should just play a little bit with backgrounds now. I think I'm gonna stop the design here. I'm just gonna test some colors. See like if like a darker gray works better. I think so. I think it's giving more life to this. I'm just going to keep pushing it. Let's go the really dark gray then. Oh, nice. Like it very much. Even the colors look better for me now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Gonna sign it. I need to sign it. This will be daily design vlog. First episode. Let's just change for a nice font. Helvetica. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know what. It would be like DDV, like a government office for something. Daily design vlog. And I'm going just to scale this down. Make it bold so you can read this. Nah, medium is enough. Daily design vlog 001/pilot. Now let's give a name. Balance. The pilot. Yeah, that's the name of the episode. It's 1 hour of your life that you spent with me, if you're still here. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you being here today with me for this historical moment of the first episode of my daily design vlog. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just start saying my goodbyes now while I'm designing this. I really appreciate you take your time and spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to, I will leave this working file as it is for download. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm everywhere, but not on Twitter. I never got Twitter anyway. It's not because of Elon Musk. I just never got it. I don't think I was a Twitter person. And let's just make this a little bit smaller. And yeah, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your presence and your attention. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, again, like, subscribe and share and download the file. I probably will learn more opening this file and just exploring what I've done here. And you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, cheers. Thank you. I see you in the next one tomorrow, right? Bye bye.